Hi Capricorn, welcome to your December 2021 monthly Oracle and Tarot card reading. So this is your theme for this month, is empowerment. And I really felt magician energy for you this month. I feel like you kind of have the world at your fingertips. You are really in a good place to manifest and create whatever it is that you want, especially going into this next year. I feel like there's a lot of energy that's in your favor. It's like the world is just kind of opening up to you and you are taking the reins. And I feel like you're also kind of shifting your focus away from things that have really confused you or things that have it's almost as if you're ready to let the past go. That's definitely coming up. You're ready to move on from the old. You're ready to move into something that just really resonates with you so much better. It feels like you're looking forward and you want to have I feel like you have clarity. I feel like you have really come to a place where you have clarity and you are going forward into a life that it's like you're just following your intuition of what feels right. Because I feel like in the past, there might have been I'm feeling like fogginess, like there was a lot of fogginess or not really sure if I'm on the right path or not. So December, you may find that you come into some clarity, that things really start to make sense for you and that the road kind of opens up and it becomes more clear what path you should take. But I'm also seeing that you're very well balanced this month as well. You seem like you are showing up in a very powerful place. And I love that we have empowerment here. It's like you're not really being shaken by anything that is happening around you. It also feels like you're going to do a really good job of kind of really staying focused on things that make you happy and people that make you happy. It doesn't really feel like you're going to give too much of your energy or too much of your power or your time to things that kind of just set you off of this equilibrium. So yeah, I really like the energy that you're showing up with here in December. It feels like you're also confident going into the next year. It feels like you have some things in place, you have some plans in place, or you have some good ideas of how you want to move forward. And I feel like in the month of December, you're just going to be planning and preparing. Feels good. The energy doesn't seem like I guess we'll see it as we go into the cards. But for now, I'm not really seeing too much of a hindrance in your growth or too much of anything that may come in and shake you up too much. Even if some like interactions with other people come in, doesn't really feel like it's going to knock you off your path too much. I'm also kind of sensing that you're going to find it's almost as if with this empowerment, it's like you know what you want, you know which direction you want to go in. And so it doesn't really matter to you anymore what people are saying or what they think. It's just you seem very stable and very in control and very much grounded in your energy. So a really good energy that you're going into the month with. But let's see what we have coming up for you. I'm going back to a Celtic cross here, and I'm probably going to run out of room. I actually might move this over here. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. First two cards that came out here, very, very interesting. Okay. We have the Emperor reversed. And we also had the Queen of Earth. Okay, so they're saying both of these together. Okay, interesting. Just make sure, yeah. Okay, we have the Emperor reversed and the Queen of Earth reversed. I am feeling as if the Emperor and the Queen of Earth may be... It feels like I feel like the Emperor is... A lot of times Emperor could show up as like a father figure. It almost kind of feels like a mother-father figure here. Mother-father energy. but it's in reverse. So it feels like there may be something here in a dynamic with family. It kind of feels like there's this, like an older, let's look into this. Why is the Queen of Earth and Emperor reversed here? It feels like something about power is what I'm feeling. So there could be something here about taking your power back from perhaps a relationship that you have with a Queen of Earth or an Emperor. So an Emperor, like I said, sometimes shows up as a father figure, but it could be just someone who usually shows up in a very powerful position or an authoritative position. Usually someone who's the leader of something, and that's why often it's shows up as a father figure, like the head of the house, or the one that has the final say in things, or usually is the leader of the group. And it kind of feels like here with the Queen of Earth, the reason I was feeling Queen of Earth as a mother and father figure is the Queen of Earth. What I was kind of feeling is someone who is very concerned with, making a stable home, being very nurturing, caring, and has a lot of energy poured into really building like a stable foundation. But it's interesting that they're reversed, and it kind of feels like there may be some kind of a family dynamic that happens this month where so what I'm hearing is some of you may be almost like taking your power back from a relationship that you might have with your parents, or with someone who exhibits these types of energies, someone who kind of, I'm also feeling like this could be like an older sibling. There's some kind of power dynamic here of, needing to rebalance the scales, of taking your power back. It doesn't have to be parents, but just someone, maybe like two people or a person that has a tendency to try to be the leader or have kind of like this power over others. And I feel like it being reversed, it's almost, I'm hearing a shift in power or a shift in dynamics, or like a rebalancing. And I love that there's an empowerment card here. So this is all about power. I really feel like maybe Capricorn this month, this is going to be about you taking your power back from anyone who you feel like has had maybe some kind of hold over you, or some kind of attachment there. But let's clarify the Queen of Earth and the Emperor here for Capricorn. And what's crossing? Sorry, not clarifying. What is crossing the Queen of Earth and the Emperor? Four of Fire. How interesting. Yeah. So Four of Fire is usually a celebration. It's usually coming together. I mean, there could be something here about coming together for, seeing the family, and quite possibly you're going to see certain individuals from, I don't know. I'm really strongly feeling mother, father here. So maybe there's some kind of dynamic there where you are. And some of you might even be reminiscing, is what I'm hearing. You may be reminiscing or really connecting with that energy, or like you're going back. Oh, okay. So for some of you, it could just be you're working through some familial, like generational patterns in your life. Like there's this ending to them. Almost, I'm hearing the word karmic. So there's like an ending to some patterns that have run in the family. And the fact that it's reversed is kind of telling me that something is coming to an end there. Oh, very interesting. Yeah, there's some kind of end to some cycle or some pattern. So it doesn't have to necessarily be you're going to be in contact with for some of you. I'm seeing that there's just a strong ending, or there's something kind of coming to a completion of some strong family like patterns, or something that has passed down from generation to generation. Interesting. And I love, and it's interesting the Four of Fire came up, because sometimes it's a celebration, but I often see it as the home, like stability, the pillars that we build our lives around. And it's like there's a focus on the home. There's a focus on what do we consider to be home, is what I'm hearing. How do we see home? How do we view home? What does home mean to us? So there's a focus on that, because that means different things for different people. And it's almost as if you're kind of taking some time to reflect on that and looking at what does that mean for you, and where do you really feel at home, and what really resonates with you. Okay, so this is getting deeper. So let's see what the overarching theme for Capricorn is. Oh, I've got it reversed. Okay. 3 of water and reversed here. Interesting. Okay. Yeah. So I feel like this is you breaking away from like some kind of group dynamic or pattern again, because 3 of water often is sometimes it's coming together in celebration. It's coming together in a group. It's usually like kind of like a group dynamic coming together to celebrate something. So some of you may choose to either, and I feel like this came up in a weekly reading as well for you, Capricorn, where you choose not to be a part of something, or you're choosing to kind of remove yourself from some kind of group setting or a group dynamic here. I'm going to go in and clarify all the cards, of course, but it's showing up reversed. So it's almost like you're kind of withdrawing, you're choosing to step away. It feels like you're stepping away from some kind of group or community or something that you have previously identified yourself with, but you're stepping away from that and moving into something else. And that's the energy that I was picking up on with the empowerment card as well, where, you know, it's like you're closing a chapter to something and moving on to something different. Yeah, something's really definitely changing for you. And I almost feel as if that it's like you yourself are not entirely, can't see the whole picture yet of how something is changing, but I feel like in December, something will come more into focus. It'll be a lot more clear for you. Yeah. And then your foundation here, we have the 3 of Earth. And it feels like you are looking to, it feels like you're looking to really connect with what is resonating with you in a very authentic way. And I'm feeling like you may have been in a place, or may have been like with people or doing a line of work or studying something, like your energy was in something that wasn't entirely fully in alignment with who you were. And I feel like you're seeing that. You're coming into clarity about that. And so it's almost as if you're looking at where you are right now and seeing where you want to make changes. And with the 3 of Earth, I heard the word investment. So it could be that you're looking to invest in something that brings you value based off of what you resonate with or what you're truly good at, or something that you are, like you want to be seen there. You want to be seen for who you, like what you can really offer or what you can bring to the table. So it feels like there's also an increase in self-value and self-worth here. Yeah, and it's like it's being brought to your attention. There's like a want or a need to be recognized. You want to be seen, you want to be recognized for what you bring to the table. And it feels like you're making all these changes because it's like you're putting out into the universe that this is what I want. You know, this is what I'm affirming. I'm tired of accepting less than this. So yeah, there's like a call to, it's like you're putting out the call for, this is what I rightfully deserve. You're like proclaiming it. Very powerful with the 3 of Earth here. Let's see what's showing up in your past. What's showing up in Capricorn's past? Transformation. Yeah. I feel like there's something you let go. There's something that you maybe might have worked on in the past, almost like something that you started. I'm getting this sense that it could have been something that you abandoned in yourself as well, like something that you, started and then it kind of just fell flat. But maybe there's something coming back around, or you're kind of re-examining. Yeah, there's a lot of reflection and re-examining of where you want to head in 2022. And it kind of feels like I almost feel like this transformation or this energy that's coming in for you will be a bit unexpected. I feel like you're not going to see it coming. I feel like you're going to just all of a sudden just start feeling all of these things. Because I'm not feeling like you feel it now, but as I'm recording this. But as you kind of go into the month of December, and then as 2022 starts, we get closer to 2022, it's going to feel a lot more real, that there's definitely something changing. Yeah, and now there's like this excitement that's coming in. Like you're going to start feeling it. I'm feeling in the middle of the month where you just start looking at your life and you're like, something's definitely happening to me. But I feel like it's a good thing. I feel like there's something returning to you, something that you started in the past and you might have abandoned, or you might have let it go because of maybe there was some, pattern here. I feel like this needs to be taken care of. Some kind of pattern or some kind of cycle needs to end before you can kind of reclaim something that is authentically yours. Because I feel like there's something that you might have let go of because of some kind of pattern that tends to happen within some, maybe family dynamic or something here. But yeah, there's like a real proclamation of this is what I believe I'm worth, and I'm tired of being sold short of it. So very empowering. Beautiful. Okay, what do we have coming up in the future for Capricorn? The month of December. What's happening for Capricorn in the month of December? These cards have been a bit sleepy lately, and I was feeling like a very sleepy energy as well when I was tuning into your energy, Capricorn. So I almost kind of feel like you might feel the need to rest and relax and rejuvenate this month too. I kind of feel like you're going to be taking things a bit slow. I don't really feel like you're going to be putting too much energy into it's almost like you're going to zone in and focus on like one thing, and that's going to be it for you. You're not going to have a whole lot of energy to invest in a lot of things. I feel like you're just going to want to focus on like one thing. Something's going to catch your attention. Something's going to really catch your attention, and it's almost like you're going to become just laser like focused on it. And it's going to feel like everything else around you is just going to feel like a distraction. So with the Two of Earth, I feel like there is something that's definitely changing in terms of your finances. I feel like you are thinking about shifting maybe with work. Maybe you're thinking about doing like a different line of work. So that may come up for you as well. You're kind of seeing, where can I invest my energy, or where can I invest? Where am I better served is what I'm seeing here for you. And I kind of feel like you have some options. I'm not really seeing a physical move. Sometimes Two of Earth shows up as a physical move, but I'm not really seeing a physical move. This feels more like you're thinking about just changing your line of work. You're kind of, maybe something is not really resonating with you anymore, or it's not, maybe the pay is not as good as it used to be, but it feels like you're setting your sights in another direction. Like your focus is going in another direction. Like you're losing interest in one thing and wanting to go to something else. So, okay, what's in Capricorn's emotions here? The month of December. How's Capricorn feeling? Oh, wow. Yeah. See? Beautiful. Okay. So in your emotions, we have the World and the Queen of Fire. This is really nice. I like this. I really feel like you're inspired by something. And I really feel like there's something that you see very clearly. I feel like there's something about clarity that's really going to come in for you, Capricorn. And I swear feels like it's going to happen in the middle of the month, like right smack dab in the middle of the month. There's something that just clicks for you. And you know, what they're kind of telling me is that, you know, the changes have been happening, but you haven't been able to feel them maybe as intensely as maybe some other people around you or other signs maybe, but it feels like you're going to finally feel it. Like you're going to start to sense it. Like your intuition's going to like go off and it's going to, they're saying like it's going to go on fire. So like you're going to be like, oh, I see it now. Yeah. And you know what's funny? They drew me to the number 21st. I think there's some astrological lunar, there's something happening on the 21st. I can't remember what it was. I just read about it the other day. So maybe something on the 21st of December, there's some kind of portal opening, I think. Yeah. Very similar to the 1111 portal. But there's some kind of shift, some kind of energy happening on the 21st of December. So that might be a significant date for you in the month of December here for Capricorn. But yeah, so there's something that is, and I love the Queen of Fire because the Queen of Fire here is, you know, being very, I'm hearing the word optimistic of your future. And there's something that's going to really catch your heart. Like you're going to fall, I'm hearing fall in love. So you're going to fall in love with something that really, really resonates with your soul. So there's something calling your soul. This is really beautiful. I love the energy I'm feeling right now. And something's going to become really clear for you. And it feels like it's in a line of work. It feels like, you know, like a calling or a soul path. And it feels like I'm seeing like the Spirit showing me of, you know, like picking something up and then like putting something down like that, you know, and it's like that's what your energy is being picked out, like plucked out of something and plopped down where it's like where it wants you to go. So that's what it feels like. What's in Capricorn's environment here? This is a very transformational month, a powerful month for you, Capricorn. And Capricorn's environment. Wow. Okay. Yeah. King of Air and 10 of Fire. See, this reminds me of the Emperor, this King of Air energy here. Okay. And then I'm also kind of sensing, this is in your environmental sphere. It's the King of Air and the 10 of Fire. So something that's ending, something that's been a burden for you. I feel as though some of you have been carrying some kind of karmic, like that just keeps coming up for me. Something, a family, something karmic, a pattern that you're holding, that you've been carrying, that's been passed down onto you. And I feel like with this shift in perception, that shifting that perception and choosing to go in maybe a different direction, or even the idea of like, I really feel like this is so strong. I really feel like you guys are just changing paths. Like you're just radically changing a career path or seriously considering it. Yeah, because something is not working. Something is not working. It's like you put all your energy into something and you're investing all your energy into something, and it's just not working. And it's almost as if it's trying to show you that. And I think sometimes we put so much of our energy into something, and even though we know that it's time to let it go, that it's like we still hold on to it though. Like we're not fully aware of it. Yeah. And it could also feel like you're being led into the unknown. Like there's this, I don't feel safe. I don't feel safe about this. So it almost feels like you're also going to approach it in a very logical way as well. You know, there's something here about really needing to, with the King of Air, I'm seeing needing to strategize, needing to take like a very practical approach, because something is ending, is what I'm feeling. Something is coming to an end. And this feels strongly with work. Like this feels strongly tied in with work, life path, life purpose, is what I'm seeing here. And it feels like something is starting to come to a close or come to an end. And it feels like it's something that has been long established. But I feel like in the way that you're going to kind of handle it or deal with it is like you're going to need to it's like you're going to need to do the work. It's going to ask you to do the work of really planning something out, making sure paperwork, that kind of stuff, like filling out the proper paperwork. Any legal matters that need to be taken care of may come into play. Like if it's a business that's closing or something like that, there's all of these like factors that you're going to need to pay attention to or take care of, is what I see starting to bubble up. It's starting to form around you. It's starting to be created like this whirlwind. Like if you can look at here, there's like this thunder and this lightning, and it looks like these men are traveling in like a sea storm. So there's like this whirlwind of energy that is just completely shifting everything around and kind of shaking things up a bit. But it doesn't feel like a traumatic thing. It just feels like you are going to feel the shift. You are finally going to feel this shift, and it's going to click for you. You're going to finally see it, that something is kind of a chapter is starting to close in a more general sense. In a way, this will, resonate differently or apply differently to your situation. So take it how it resonates. Okay, hopes, dreams, and desires for Capricorn. What is Capricorn hoping for, desiring for in the month of December? Page of Fire. I heard new beginning. I feel like you want a new beginning. You want to start over on something. You want to do something new, something different, something else. I feel like you're craving a change. You're craving like a refresh. You really want something else. You really want something new. And I feel like this new path is going to make you happy. I feel like you're also looking for some happiness. You're looking for something that will really bring you a sense of fulfillment, is what I'm seeing. Yeah, something that you can also use your creativity with also, as well, is what I'm seeing. You can, like, something where you can really apply some of the skills that you've learned up until now and create something new out of it. I'm also seeing that some of you may kind of close something down. Like you could still be in the same line of work, but it'll be revamped or renewed. So like the old way of doing something, or the old kind of like a restaurant that goes through a remodel, like it's still the same restaurant, but I've seen those a couple of those. I feel like during COVID, a lot of companies, at least that's what I've noticed. There was quite a few restaurants that did that, where they kind of they've been in business for 20 years, and then they closed down during lockdown. And then when they opened back up, it was a completely different, same restaurant, but completely different look and menu and everything. So just revamped it. So some of you could be kind of going through that type of transformation, where if you're in a line of work where it's like, you're still doing somewhat of the same thing, but just in a different way that is just more up to date with who you are now. So that kind of change could be there. It kind of feels like there's a need for like a refresh, or needing to do something differently. There's like a new beginning here that you're craving here. Okay. Let's do final outcome here. What's the final outcome for Capricorn for the month of December? Final outcome for Capricorn. Eight of Air. Okay. So what I would say is it kind of feels like you may feel a bit stuck in how to navigate yourself out of some kind of situation. Because Eight of Air is often the card of feeling kind of locked in place or kind of bound and feeling like there's no way out. So you're feeling stuck in a situation. And so I would say, I'm going to pull clarifying cards for these. So we'll see what the clarifying cards have to say. But I think that what I'm hearing from Spirit is to take it day by day, because this transformation or these changes that are happening, I'm kind of feeling like it almost like comes with the territory, that when things are shifting or changing, there's almost like this period where it feels kind of like we're in the dark, or we're feeling like we're not sure which way to go. And then I'm seeing like a light switch turn on. So all of a sudden, like the light turns on and then you can see where you are in the room. So I'm not feeling like the Eight of Air will be there for long. And they're telling me that it's almost like part of the process. Like it's a normal thing to feel like you're stuck somewhere when there's something changing or there's something shifting. I'm surprised we don't have the Wheel of Fortune, but we do have the World card here. So that's definitely a massive transformation or change here. So, okay, let's go I'm going to clarify these cards here with the Dream Keeper's Tarot. So let's clarify the Queen of Earth, the Emperor, and the Four of Fire reversed. I mean, not the Four of Fire reversed, the Queen of Earth and the Emperor reversed, and then the Four of Fire. What do we need to know about this situation? Yeah. Okay, so I love that we have the Ace of Pentacles here, because this is a new beginning. This is a new way of doing something. This is definitely the end of some kind of pattern. This is definitely the end of some family karmic pattern. And it doesn't necessarily have to be that, you're interacting necessarily with your parents or, with whoever has raised you, or, it's not about you directly being in contact with them. This is about you, something changing in your life that puts an end to something that's been passed down in your life. But the wonderful thing about this is that we have the Ace of Pentacles clarifying it, which is the start of some wonderful prosperity. Something really, it's almost like you're going to get a great idea, or you're going to start out on a new adventure that has the potential and the possibility of a lot of abundance, and a lot of stability for you as well, which is really beautiful here. And then we have the Five of Wands here. So what I heard with the Five of Wands is that this is just, wow, okay. And then we have the Nine of Wands. So this is about you standing your ground. It feels like there's some kind of dynamic with other people that you are kind of taking a stand on. Like you're not following the norm. You're not doing what other people want you to do. And so, and I love that it's the Nine of Wands, however, because Nine of Wands is someone who has really come out of, I'm hearing the word battle. So it's like, what you're about. And that there are certain battles that are not worth fighting, because it's like you learned your lesson the hard way. Like you have the wounds to prove it. You have the battle scars to prove it, is what I'm seeing. And so it's almost as if, and that's what I felt here with the empowerment, is like nothing is going to really shake you. Like even if people come at you, or there are people who just kind of are unhappy with your decisions, your choices, the way you're doing things, or what what direction you're planning on going in, because it kind of feels like you're doing something radical. It feels like you're doing something that other people wouldn't approve of. But that's what creates the change. That's what stops the pattern. And I feel like you're pioneering into that in your own community. community or in your own family, or whatever dynamic that you're in, you're choosing to do something bold, something different. And I feel like it's going to perhaps rub some people the wrong way. But I don't really see that bothering you. I don't really see that being a factor into how you choose to live from here on out. So there's a real boldness coming in for you, that you're really taking a stand. And I'm not really seeing, like, it's almost as if, some of these things that you went through in your life, they really taught you how to stand your ground and to not really allow other people to disturb your peace and to take away, this level of confidence that you have in yourself. So you're showing up very confident this month as well, and very stable and very grounded, which is a really beautiful energy to have. I really love this energy for you in December, Capricorn. You're definitely in your power. Yeah. Okay, let's keep going here. Transformation. Okay, so then we have King of Swords again, and then we have the Temperance card. So I feel like there was something that took some time. There was something, because this is in your past position. So this is something that took its time. This is something that took time for you to see. And it feels like there's some kind of relationship perhaps with somebody. But I feel like with the King of Swords, with the Temperance and the Transformation, it's like you needed to do things in your way. Like, there could have been, I'm kind of seeing like it almost like you sitting down and really taking your time to think about something. Like it took you some time to put the pieces together. And that's why, like, now all of a sudden, it's like the picture comes together and you see everything really clearly. So, and you're coming out of this energy here. There's something about your life. There's something about, and I really feel like it has something to do with your career, or like something about lifestyle, or something about like the way you see yourself, or the way you have gone after things or not gone after things that would have been beneficial for you. And I feel like you're also using your knowledge from the past of what you have learned, and you're kind of gathering up all this information and you're using it to form like a complete picture of the reality of maybe your life, or a relationship, or some kind of dynamic. And it's helping you make clear choices about how you want to go forward. And I think that that's what 2022 is going to be about for you, is functioning or making choices or decisions based off of something that comes into focus and clarity for you in this month. So this is a big month for you. It's going to be a month of illumination and clarity and confirmation. I feel like there's some things that might have been brewing that you're kind of, things that you've really just have been musing over. And now you're ready to make a choice. You're ready to make a decision. You're ready to stand firm in it. And then in your foundation, we have the Three of Earth. So let's clarify the Three of Earth here for Capricorn for December 2021. Yeah. So what I heard was, oh, wow. Okay. So what I heard was something about other people getting opportunities that you didn't get, or finding out why, something about feeling like something got stolen from you, or some opportunities got stolen from you, or not getting a chance to do something. Like that may be a focus here for you. That may be something that comes up here for you, where you're kind of reflecting on the past, or you're reflecting on something where you were overseen, like you were overshot for something. And it might have left you feeling really out in the cold, or left you feeling like, like you weren't it could have affected how you saw yourself, like your self-worth. Because I feel like this is in your foundation. So it feels like there's something here about not being seen or not being acknowledged. That is really, it's like you're tired of it. Like you're tired of that. And you're ready to be seen and acknowledged for who you are. You're ready to kind of come out. You're ready to be more expressive with what you can do. And you want Yeah, you really want people to see you. Let's clarify, and then let's do one more clarification card for this. So what about the Five of Swords and Three of Earth? Yeah. The Strength card. So I feel like this is something that's going to, it's like pulling the veil off, or it's like you're finally looking at it and you're finally having the courage to look at it. You're finally ready to face it, face the truth of it. And it's something that you could have avoided, something that you didn't want to look at, something you just kind of like didn't want to see. But the thing is because you didn't want to see it, there was always something that left you feeling kind of constricted, confined, or limited in your lifestyle or what you felt like was possible for you. Like you kind of, it almost like this eight of air, like you almost could feel like you could do so much more, but you're somehow bound. And so I feel like in the month of December, this may be something that you're finally ready to face, something that you're finally ready to confront. Something that will open your eyes, open your mind, because there could be something that instilled a sense of belief in you that's not even real. Like for example, if you didn't get an opportunity, let's say when you were younger, and you didn't think much of it, but now you're realizing it really affected you, and you can connect the dots of how, because of that one thing, then I didn't go after this thing, or I didn't go after that thing. And so there's this reflective period for you as well, because I feel like this is something that I'm hearing the word transcend. So this is something you're being invited to transcend. And what that will do is set you on a path of wanting to create some changes in your career, or your home life, or your stability, or something to do with, I feel like it's career, with the Two of Earth. Like you're going to want to, this reflection, this seeing clearly is going to it's going to catalyze you to make some changes or find some kind of balance, like trying to figure out, what do I want to do? Like you're weighing up your options here. Yeah, see? New beginnings here, Page of Wands. And you may be just spending some time in December. You may start entertaining the idea of doing something different. You may be playing around with other things. Like you could still be doing the work that you normally do, or kind of going about your daily routine the way you do it. But it's almost as if there are trickles of inspiration that start pouring into you that's really starting to get your attention. Like that's really starting to cause you to shift your focus and your energy into other things now. This is really beautiful. I like this. I'm excited for you, Capricorn. Okay. And your emotional, how you're feeling, we have the World and the Queen of Fire. Yeah. So something is definitely changing here. Some of you could also be, something could also be changing in a relationship with the Queen of Fire. So you could be with someone who has traits of a Queen of Fire, someone who's very charismatic and very passionate. And I'm hearing has a big heart, very loving, caring, likes to, I'm hearing, include people in things, like likes to have like groups of people, and very social is what I'm seeing. Very social, but gets along with a lot of people. This is the energy that I'm picking up on. So some of you may be in a relationship or have someone significant. I'm seeing for some of you, this could also be like a mother figure. So some of you could have a mother that's a Queen of Fire. But there's something changing there. Possibly there could be something coming to an end, something beginning, something starting, something changing, but radically changing in a relationship with someone who's a Queen of Fire. Or this could also be for some of you, if you have that Queen of Fire energy, then your world is changing. There's something coming to an end or something shifting here for you. And then we have the Knight of Pentacles. So this is building a slow build of some kind of prosperity and abundance. This is the Knight of Pentacles. It's not the King of Pentacles. So this is the beginning stages. This is the build of it. This is the, I'm also hearing like exploration, or just kind of playing around with what might work and what might not. But there's like setting out. There's a building here. And it's like, and the pentacles are, it's like they're usually like a slow build. They move slowly. So it's something that may take some time. But there's also kind of like this energy of I'm open to something new and something different. And I'm also open to learning. I'm hearing open to learning, or open to like expanding my horizons. And I feel like, oh, wow, beautiful. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm going to put those two cards down in a second. But this, I feel like there's an energy here of being very open and enthusiastic to like learning something new, or being open to doing something in a different way. So I feel like the Queen of Fire here, whoever it is, whether this someone's in your life or this is you, that you're going about it and you're going about this new path, or this ending or new beginning, in a way of like, okay, I need to learn to do things differently now, or things are changing for me now, and I'm just going to learn along the way. This is also not necessarily the Page of Pentacles either, because Page of Pentacles usually has that kind of energy, but I'm also feeling that with the Knight of Pentacles as well. It's kind of like she took her time to kind of learn, but she's also still learning as she goes. But she's also building at the same time. So there's something really significant that's being built here. And right now it looks like the Knight of Pentacles, but look what two cards fell out. The Empress and the Sun, which is insane. Like, this is the most abundant. I feel like these are the most abundant cards you can get in this deck. So whatever this Queen of Wands is building, she is quickly becoming the Empress. And she's also going to have that joy and that happiness and everything that she could possibly want. So this is the trajectory of the Queen of Fire. So if this is you, whatever you're building right now, whatever you are trying to create in your life, right now it may just look like the Knight of Pentacles, but it's like the Empress is on the other side and the Sun. So this is just perfection here. So whatever new path you're setting out on, Capricorn, just know you have massive, massive abundance coming in for you. And it's the perfect path for you. So if you're ever doubting if you're doing the right thing, or if you're going down the right path, you can look at these two cards and feel confirmed that this is definitely the right path for you, because you have a lot of abundance coming in and a lot of joy and happiness. And it also feels like you're going to be in a place where you really feel like you're in your element, where you feel like you can like you're being honored for who you are. And I think it's because here, what I felt here at the foundation, where you felt like I'm not really seen for who I am. I feel like you are, because you're claiming that, because you're kind of putting your foot down and saying, I'm tired of this, I'm no longer going to stand for this. You're creating something different for yourself. You're changing that because you don't want that anymore. And so the universe is like, okay, well, so then what do you want? And so now you're creating this for yourself, which is beautiful. And I feel like you're really going to shine. And you're on your way to that. So whatever it is you're working on, keep doing it. Whatever it is that you're doing, even if you don't see it right now, even if you don't see how something is going to turn out, just keep going. Because I feel like it will unfold as you keep going. And it's also a test to trust yourself and to trust the process. And I'm hearing also with the Sun card to do things from a place of joy. Do it because you love it. Do it because it's you, because it's authentic to you, and because it's an honor of you. And then follow those instincts as well. That's what I'm hearing with the Page of Wands. Follow your instincts. Whatever direction you feel like you need to shift to or go in, follow your gut instinct, like that spark of inspiration. Yeah, follow the trail, like the breadcrumbs. That expression keeps coming up for me in a lot of my readings, is follow the breadcrumbs. So, okay, let's go into the environmental here. So what's ending for you with the 10 of fire and the king of air? Feel like something's ending here. What's going on for Capricorn with the 10 of fire and the king of air? Yeah, you're protecting yourself from something. Being very, it feels like you're kind of doing something a bit discreet. Like there's something that is, or you're also kind of trying to choose, like you're trying to decide how to handle something is what it feels like. It feels like you're needing to come to some kind of decision or choice. What should Capricorn do about the 2 of Swords? Yeah. It feels like you know that there's something that needs to be done, but you're just kind of sitting on it. Like you're not really sure how to do this. It's like you intuitively know. You intuitively know what you should do. But it feels like you're kind of taking your time a bit. But there is definitely something that's ending. I mean, it's a 10 of fire, so you're ready to put the heavy burden down. And yeah, see, look, 10 of swords. This is not good for you. This is over. This is done. Because this is, look, the 10 of fire and the 10 of swords. I mean, all that we're missing here is like the tower. It's just something that's been, it's taken a toll on you. And it needs to end. So there's definitely something that it's like expired, you know, like it's not good for you. It's not healthy for you. It's over. And so there's like almost, I'm hearing divine intervention with the Judgment card. So whatever is, So they're saying that whatever is kind of crumbling or whatever feels like it's starting to dismantle, just allow it to dismantle, because there's like something new that wants to come in with this Page of Fire. There's like something that wants to be birthed, and it's almost like you can't even, it's like I'm also kind of seeing it's an illusion if we think that we can kind of rescue some things, even though it's like just meant, like if something is meant to just start to come to that close, then we need to kind of, and I feel like the way you're dealing with it or the way you're handling it is with this King of Fire energy, you know, or King of Air energy. Like you're being very logical, very methodical, and you're kind of, you know, just sitting on it. You know, you're not really choosing, even though you know. I feel like, you know, deep down, there's something that's coming to an end or something that's closing, because it's done, like it's over. It was very stressful. It was very heavy burden. And I kind of feel like there's some divine intervention happening here as well. So, okay, let's keep going here. Okay, hopes, dreams, and desires, Page of Fire. Let's clarify the Page of Fire for Capricorn for the month of December. 10 of Wands again, yeah. You're definitely wanting a new beginning. And we have the Page of Fire twice here. Page of Wands, Page of Fire. So there's something, I feel like you're also intuitively sensing that something is just becoming too much of a burden to bear, or something is becoming too heavy to carry, or there's just something that just needs to end for you. But you're also wanting that new beginning. You're wanting a renewal in passion and in fire. Like you want to be, it's almost, I'm hearing a second chance, or like you want a second chance, or you want something. I feel like you want to do something creative too. Some of you are like craving to do something creative. You want to create something, and it's almost like you want the energy or the permission to be able to focus on it. Let's pick one more here. What else do we need to know about the Page of Fire and the 10 of Wands for Capricorn? Yeah, see, Page of Pentacles. So this is learning something new, something different. And see, again, we have the 8 of Swords, which is the 8 of Air here. So it's almost like you feel like it's like you want to do this, but you feel like you're stuck, like you can't do it. And I think that honestly, with the 8 of Swords, it kind of feels like it's in your head. Like you're not as stuck as you think you are. you're not. You're not as stuck as you think you are. Because it feels like there's some new beginning that you want to manifest. There's something that you want to create. And, but you're feeling, it's like you want the Page of Pentacles and the Page of Fire, like you want this new beginning here. But you are in the 10 of Wands and the 8 of Swords though. So you feel kind of blocked, like you feel like, oh, I can't do that, or I'm not, that's not going to be possible for me, or this is just a dream. But I don't think so. I think that there's actually something happening, and that's why we have the divine intervention here with the Judgment card. I feel like there's something kind of interfering to set things right for you. And I think that there's also something here about being very honest with yourself and telling yourself the truth about what it is that you want. Let's go into the 8 of Air here. I want to see what Spirit has to say about the 8 of Air. What can Capricorn do about the 8 of Air? Because I can see that you're feeling kind of stuck. Okay, oh, interesting. Page of Swords. Okay, so what I'm hearing with the 8 of Air and the Page of Swords is start exploring. Like, even if you don't have like a solid plan, or you don't know how you're going to do something, I'm hearing like start exploring and just researching, what you would want, like, so if it was possible for you, what would you do, or start dreaming is what I'm hearing. Like, start dreaming about what, if you could have this ideal situation, what would that look like? Because what I'm hearing is that when you start there, what they're showing me is when you start there, then it will kind of lead you to the next thing. So even if something doesn't feel possible for you right now and you're feeling blocked or stuck, like you can't physically move out of a certain situation, what I'm hearing is what you can do though is to take your, if you have like some spare time or in your off time, to kind of entertain the idea of, what are my options if I could do something like this, or if I could, because it's almost like your mind will start going in that direction, or your energy will start going in that direction. And then things will start to show up for you. They're showing me like this, there's an unfolding that will start happening here. Let's keep going here. Page of Swords and 8 of Air. So what will come out of the Page of Swords? Because I'm hearing that the Page of Swords is exploring. It's about listening to intuition. It's about learning new things and kind of playing around with what works and what doesn't, what's possible for us and what's not. So in order to find a solution out of the 8 of Air, it feels like you're going to spend some time in, exploring some different options of how you can get yourself unstuck, or how you can get yourself out of some kind of sticky situation here. I don't feel like you're just going to sit with it. I feel like you're going to kind of start doing something about it in a very, not in an aggressive way or in a not well thought out way. I feel like it's going to be very well thought out. I feel like you're just going to start thinking. Your wheels are turning. Okay, Page of Air. Let's clarify the Page of Air. What does Capricorn need to know about the Page of Air? Swift communication. Someone may come in with a message, or I'm seeing that someone may come in with some kind of like offer or some kind of solution is what I'm hearing. Someone will come in with a solution. And I kind of feel like you might confide in someone, or you may talk to somebody. I'm feeling like it'll be kind of random. Like you may be talking to someone about something completely different, and they say something and it sets off like a light bulb moment for you, is what I'm hearing. And then it'll kind of help you to re-navigate, or it'll kind of give you like a key. They're showing me like a key to like a solution to some kind of problem to get yourself out of the 8 of Air here. Let me pick one more here. What does Capricorn need to know about the 8 of Swords? Yeah, 3 of Cups. You may actually join. I'm seeing that some of you may join like a new new group or a new organization or a new place of work. There's some kind of offer that's coming in here for you that will help you to get out of this Eight of Air situation. Yeah. And I feel like it'll be some kind of collaborative work here. So that may be coming in for you in December, or some kind of offer or some kind of possibility where you can work with a group, or you can work with someone that will help you to come out of a sticky situation. Yeah. Okay. Beautiful, Capricorn. This is really nice. I love this here for you. Okay. And at the bottom of the deck, you have the Seven of Cups. Yeah. So, just it's a time of where I think a lot of things are kind of, your perception is shifting. So you may feel a bit confused is what I'm seeing. And it's just because there's so many things on the table. It's like the world is opening up for you because you're changing. Your perception is changing. Your inner world is changing. And so I kind of feel like you are, you're not really sure, what to pick or what to do or which way to go in. And I think that's why you're going to approach things with, that's why you had so many air cards here, swords cards here, like the King of Air. I really feel like you're going to approach a lot of some of the things you're going to have to face, or some of the things that you're looking at with the King of Air energy. Like, you're going to be very strategic, very methodical, practical, logical, and also very, you're going to remove your emotions from it. Like, the King of Air doesn't bring his emotions into anything. He's just very, by the book. And it's like he means business, he's not really, yeah. So I kind of feel like you're kind of approaching it in that kind of manner here. Okay, guidance card for Capricorn for the month of December. Guidance card for Capricorn for the month of December. Creativity. So I also feel like you're going to be using a lot of you're going to be solving some problems in a creative way, or you're also going to be approaching something in a very it's almost like if you have to deal with someone, you're not going to approach them directly. You're going to maneuver around it, to kind of find a solution. You're going to do things in a way that works, because it's almost like, again, they're showing, I'm just going to leave the King of Air out here because I really feel like you're just gonna, it's like how people work, how, certain people work in your life. And so you're going to deal with each person based off of the knowledge of how they are, okay, if I approach this person in this way, they're not going to respond in the way that I need them to respond. So I need to kind of come at it from here. And then this person usually responds to this. So I'm going to do this. So that kind of thing, like when you're dealing with people or you're dealing with certain situations, you're going to be very clever and very wise in how you navigate certain situations very carefully and with a lot of creativity. You're going to be using that creativity in that way to really be on top, be in a place of power this month. And you're going to feel that. You're going to feel like you're in control. You're going to feel like you have that you have a lot to offer as well, that you got this, that you're, that it's like the odds are on your side, or something is in your favor is what I'm feeling. Yeah, very, very beautiful. I like this. Okay, let's keep going here. You know me, I like to pick lots of cards. Okay. Let's do the challenge position here for you, Capricorn. Okay, what is action? See, this reminds me of the Two of Swords that we had earlier, where it's like you might be just sitting on something. You might just be some things that are kind of happening, but we're not really sure what to do about it yet. So you may kind of just be sitting on certain certain realizations, or kind of like, you know, something's changing, but you don't really know what to do about it and you don't really feel like it's time to do anything about it anyways. So you may kind of be feeling like you're hesitating, is what I'm hearing. You're hesitating in doing something or going forward in a certain direction here. And then solitude. So this may also feel, I'm also kind of feeling here that you may be isolating yourself too much, is what I'm hearing. I feel like it would be good for you to socialize. It would be good for you to kind of meet people, to talk to people, but I kind of feel like you may be struggling with that a bit, and maybe kind of feeling like you're staying in your isolation almost. I know it's solitude, but it feels more like isolation actually. So I'm kind of feeling like maybe that might be something that will help in this month of December, is to don't stay in hermit mode or hibernation for too long. Because I feel like there's spirits asking you to kind of get up and go out and talk to people and meet people and socialize a little bit here. Yeah. I don't think that's going to be, and then maybe something that's kind of, I'm feeling like it may be something that's a little bit difficult for you. But at the same time, it's like if you let it go on for too long, you know, then it gets even harder. So it's like, try to bring in some balance there. It doesn't have to be, you know, go out and party every night. But just, you know, maybe call a friend or meet someone for lunch, or I don't know, just go for a walk in the park where there's some people around or something. So, yeah, don't isolate too much. Okay. What can Capricorn look forward to in the month of December here? Yeah, illumination. I love this because this is that clarity that I was talking about. There's a lot of clarity that's coming into you. And I swear, I feel like it's really in the middle of the month, and maybe the 21st of December, maybe. And I don't normally get dates very often, but that was very clear for me. So the 21st may be a time where I'm hearing dreams. So some of you may be having vivid dreams or very illuminating dreams, prophetic dreams. So that's going to be important to pay attention to. And, but yeah, there's just a lot of clarity in seeing things in a new light, or seeing things. And I also kind of feel like this clarity will also bring a sense of peace and calm to you as well. Like it won't be so, I feel like you'll kind of, the 7 of Cups will be something that starts to be dealt with, you know, like you're no longer going to feel confused about something, or you're no longer going to feel like, like something is eluding you. And then adventures. You definitely have some new beginnings coming up here for you, Capricorn. And I think it's because you're making so many radical changes. And I feel like because you're doing that, it's like the world is opening up for you and you are ready to set out on something different. You're ready to change things up for yourself. Very empowering, very beautiful. Okay, I have one more deck here, and this is about, I wanted to pick something that had to do with self-care. So what can Capricorn do to take care of themselves this month? What can Capricorn do to take care of themselves this month? The month of December for 2021. Self-care for Capricorn for the month of December. I'm seeing food, like eating well. Oh, beautiful. Power of my voice. I speak my truth and express my feelings to others with care and compassion. Really beautiful. This is very powerful. This is you taking a stand. This is you expressing yourself. This is also you being seen. And that's what kept coming up for me, being seen, being heard. And deeper than just someone listening to you, like listening to what you're saying. It's about being heard on like a profound level, and allowing yourself to use your voice. I feel like some of you may even have like a blockage in the throat chakra. So that may be good to focus on the throat chakra this month, clearing it, listening to the sound frequencies. That's usually what I use to kind of help me balance out my chakras. So that is something that may be really beneficial, is to use the voice or practice expressing yourself. in whatever shape or form you like to express yourself. And sometimes it's through music, or it's through writing, or, something that really helps you to center and find something that really resonates deep within you. So yeah, this is your self-care card. This is something that will really further empower you, is to speak your truth and express yourself. Beautiful reading, Capricorn. This is a profound month for you. There's a lot of shifting and changing, and I think you're going to be making some important choices and decisions as well. I hope this reading resonated with you. And if it did, don't forget to like and subscribe. And I will see you next time. Bye, Capricorn.